Hi, I just wanted to do a quick video. It's Thursday, February 17th. And my routine has been to come down on Tuesdays to Texas Springs and, rest and get things done because I can get some internet over there, and then do an order, a grocery order, and then go to Pahrump on Thursdays and pick up my order. And then also, while I'm there, I usually park in the Starbucks parking lot and I attend a 12-step meeting, and then and then come back. And then I have to shower when I get back. So, it makes for a long day, and, a lot of possible exposures, and sometimes, my gosh, my hair is a mess. Sometimes some anxiety. But I just wanted to share about a couple positive things that happened. When I came down on Tuesday, I was so exhausted from the weekend, and my hip was hurting, or it was my lower back, I thought. I kept thinking it was my kidneys. Well, it's my hip, and it's because this van is so high up. See how high up it is? And, I'm pretty short. I don't know if I'm short, but I have to, I put my right foot up on there, and then I pull on the armrest because there's no running boards and there's not a handle on the driver's side. And so anyway, I was straining, we were busy. So I was in and out, in and out, in and out of this van a lot over the weekend, and my hip was killing me. And so I'm like, oh, I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm going to have to go talk to my supervisor and see if there's something they can do to help me. If I am going to stay here, I don't know how I'm going to do this. So, of course, I was worried about it, but I prayed and prayed about it. And then the camp host here is going away on a trip. And she suggested that I take her spot for 6 weeks. And so I went over and talked to my supervisor about it, and it looks like I'm going to be trying that. And that has several advantages. One, it's closer to everything, and I can go over and get internet. I can do 12-step meetings and phone calls and business and whatnot. I just buy some internet over at the Furnace Creek Ranch. But, of course, it comes again with anxiety because her spot is right on the edge of where the RVs are here. So, I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it. I know that I'm still reacting to the clothes. And even I might be reacting to this very bra thing that I have on. Because, again, I don't know how I keep making these mistakes, but I did. I only had a pair of stretch pants, which I'm wearing now, a pair of sweatpants, which are hanging right over here because I just washed them, and then this long sleeve shirt, and then that tank top, and then this t-shirt that I have right now. And, and I washed them in a bucket with a new pair of shorts and got pesticides on. So it's like, or whatever it is. I don't know if it's the dye, if it's the pesticides, if it's the scents that the clothes soak up. So like right now, this is my clothing situation. Would you like to see my wardrobe? Oh yeah. It's all in plastic bags tied up, and I'm just going to have to take the stuff out one by one and wash it. And that's another thing. See, there's my bucket, one of many buckets that I've had, because what happens is the buckets get contaminated with whatever's on the clothes, then they get in the buckets, and then if I wash good clothes in the buckets, then it's exhausting. It's absolutely exhausting. So I asked the camp host here if I could borrow 2 of those galvanized buckets that they use here. And so I have right now in those 2 galvanized buckets over there in the sun. I'm laughing because I have to tell you, if somebody would have told me this situation, I would not have believed them. And and honestly, I'm mad at myself for that because, it's just insane. So, and also I have over there, I bought this armband thing for my phone so that when I'm walking, I can count how many steps. And that's over there weighted down with some rocks on it in the sun because it's off gassing. Um, so, I woke up and I have my little routines that I do. I pray, and then I take some vitamins, and then I eat an apple, usually first thing in the morning on an empty stomach. And then I started right in with trying to figure out, what am I going to do? I've been wearing these stretch pants for 2 days, like I couldn't even take them off, or I took them off to sleep, but I couldn't even put anything else on because I didn't have anything else to put on I put on a pair of shorts for a very short period of time yesterday, and I reacted to them so bad that I had to take them off. So, it's very frustrating too, money-wise. I mean, I just threw away a whole huge black trash bag full of clothes, the ones that I contaminated after washing the sleeping bag, and it's just heartbreaking. I was always frugal. You know what I mean? I bought used clothes. The things that I did buy, I would keep for a long time. So this is really hard, But one thing it is, I have to look at the positives. It's teaching me to be grateful for every single little thing in my life, And even like right now, just from washing those clothes out by hand, I am feeling a reaction from them. And it's just, I don't know, it's crazy. Okay, so the positive things are that I'm going to come down here for 6 weeks. It'll be good to have a change, and hopefully I do feel good down here. I'm not sure. I feel good up there too, but I have started lately not feeling so good up there. So I'm not sure what's going on, if it's weather, winds, who knows, But I definitely know that Tuesday, when I was coming down here, I was exhausted and I didn't feel good. And then within an hour of being right here at this campsite, I started to feel better. So I even was able to go into the employee dining room and eat food and even talk to some people. So that's the other positive thing. I met a whole table full of people that Andrea introduced me to. Thank you, Andrea. They're from a Christian ministry. It's a Christian ministry that's in the national parks. And they have a Bible study that I haven't been able to go to. But now if I'm going to be down here for 6 weeks, I'll be able to go. So I met them last night in the dining hall, and I'm very excited that I did so. And so shout out to you guys. I told you about my YouTube channel. I don't remember if you'll be able to watch, but and then also I am getting emails from people asking me questions about doing mold avoidance in Death Valley, and I do send them, the email. I updated it a little because the information's a little different from, you learn. So, I just, it's hard. It's hard not knowing what's ahead. It's hard navigating a toxic world. Sometimes when I'm having a reaction, I appear like crazy. I cry. I feel like no hope, and and I've learned to just okay, I just got to ride it out. I just got to keep praying. I just got to keep telling myself positive things, different scriptures, and I go back over the things that I've been through already and the progress that I've made already, and would I take it back? In a perfect world, there would have been some kind of treatment for me, right? I would have showed up at the doctor's in 2013 after living in that moldy house for, since, 2012. And the doctors would have said, oh, this looks like mold illness. You know what I mean? Instead of, 12, all those years of giving me all those antibiotics and all those other drugs and all those other, so, but it's not a perfect world. It's a fallen world, and the bodies that we're in are perishing. And so I have to keep my eyes on Jesus and on the fact that there is an eternity where I will have a new body and I won't be sick and I won't shed any tears, and I'll be in paradise with him and with everyone else who chooses to believe in him. And so that's what I have to hold on to. It's strange because I'll never forget, like I used to read and watch and listen to different things, and like old-timey stuff, and they would always be talking about eternity, and they were, the struggles that they went through on this earth. And it would be, and I would say to myself, well, what about this life? Don't they want any happiness in this life? Don't they want any comfort and fulfillment and excitement and fun in this life? And I realize now that, that's what I was living for. I was living for comfort. I was living for excitement and fun. And that it's passing away. It's not eternal. The only thing that I can take with me are the kindness that I show while I'm here on this earth, and certainly I've made a lot of mistakes. When I look back at, things I did as a mother, just things I did, I've made a lot of mistakes. And you know what? I'm sorry for those mistakes. And I've had a lot of time to reflect on those mistakes, but I can't change the past. All I can change is what I do today, and so thank you for watching. I just wanted to give a little update and let you guys know that I appreciate you watching, and yeah, thank you.